All right, YouTube, this is Mr. Mean coming at you this Thursday evening. I'm trying something new thanks to the awesome Nubby Mike, aka Doug Greenskins. I got hooked up with another camera, as you can see. And so this is kind of a jury rig setup. I didn't have my fade in and my fade out because I had to blow everything away in OBS and get the two cameras working. It wasn't working. Finally figured it out. You can't have them in the same USB hub for whatever reason, because I guess Windows recognizes the hub as one device if they're similar items. So once I plugged it into an open port on my USB on my laptop, it worked just fine. So now you can see me chatting with you, and you can see my desktop. And of course, we're going to do an unboxing and look at what's inside of the Bunkers and Badasses. This is approved by Gearbox, and it's by Nerdvana Games. It's by Nirvana Games, and it is basically Dungeons and Dragons in the Borderlands universe, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Now, this is not Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It is Bunkers and Badasses, which was, I think, Borderlands 2 DLC. And then, of course, now they've just released Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, but this is not associated with that. Now, it's very similar, but it is not. You get everything you see in here. You get a GM screen. Let me turn it around so you can see it, and you can pause the video there. Now, this is a little odd because I got one camera inverted, so it's upside down. So hopefully it doesn't cause anybody any vertigo or anything. But you can see you get a lot of stuff in here. This is the collector's item box, or the big box. It comes with all the cool stuff. And as you can see, adventure, excitement, loot, and crumpets. And why crumpets? Because by golly, it's Tiny Tina, and she loves crumpets. So we're going to flip this over. And as you can see, we can turn it right side up so you can see it. I've already gone through everything in here, and I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm very happy with the contents. I love the inside of the box. It's got a little bit of art inside of it, so hopefully you can see that. Hopefully my audio is sounding okay. So the first thing you get when you open this is I haven't even opened this. There's 3 sheets, and you got 3 sheets of tokens. And you get some badass points that you'll use later, and there's a bunch of critters and everything from Borderlands 2. So you're not going to see anything like tinks and stuff like that aren't going to be in here. It's from Borderlands 2, so tinks and stuff like that weren't in Borderlands 2. So you've got that. I'm going to put that off to the side. Then the first thing you're greeted with is my friends and Big Boy. Big Boy is this big die right here, but we're gonna take this out. We're gonna leave the miniatures for last because that's the coup de grace there. We want to hold off on that, and then we're going to show you everything you get in here. So the first thing you get is the Bunkers and Badass Rulebook. So I'm going to get it in here in the camera, and again, I'm getting used to this, so hopefully as time goes on, I'll get better at it. I'm going to eventually have a rig that's going to hold the camera up above, and it won't be so weird because I won't have to try and adjust. But as you can see, there's the book. It is embossed. I'm not quite sure if you can see that. Yeah, you can kind of see it. You can see it's embossed there, and and of course it's textured, so it feels really awesome. And then on the back, pretty much what you saw on the back of the box is there as well. You can pause that. Sorry about the screaming kid. You can pause that and you can read it if you so desire. But we'll flip through the book real quick. It's gorgeous, first of all. One of the big questions I had was, what game system is this? Is it a new game system? Is it using Pathfinder? Is it using D&D? What's the game mechanic? And it is using, there's no OGL in here. As of course, if as Jay over at Feral Games pointed out, if you're referencing the player's handbook or D&D stats like strength, constitution, saving throws, crit saves, and all that stuff, then of course you have to list the OGL. There's no OGL in here. I've gone through the book stem to stern. There's no OGL in here. As far as I can tell I've read about half of the book now. I've read all of character creation. It's a very unique, very cool way they do character creation. This is not D&D for those that think it is. It may be it does use a D20. It does use it is a level based game. It goes from levels 1 to 30. So already D&D only does 1 to 20. So it is different. The stats are not the same. There's not strength, constitution, dex, charisma. There's none of that. It's got its own stats, which are pretty unique. The art in here is phenomenal. This is a hardback book. I believe this is the same book you get if you just buy the book itself. I don't think they did anything special, but it is very well presented. They tell you the dice you need. You're going to need a full set of polyhedrals, which you saw in the My Friends box. There's a full set of polyhedrals. And, what's neat about this is as you're reading it, it's written from the purview of the person who created the game. It's a female. I don't know her name off the top of my head, but every so often you'll see asterisks and you'll see red. It's redded out, and it's Tiny Tina talking to you. And so it is in the vernacular that Tiny Tina uses. So it's very cute. It's very quaint. It doesn't get old. I thought it was going to get old. It does not. It's you read it and then you read the paragraph, then you go back and you read her annotations, and it just makes you laugh. So this is a game that does not take itself very seriously, and it's just it's bunkers and badasses. Go in, have some fun, kill some monsters, get some loot, buy better guns. We'll get to the guns too in a bit, but there's a bunch of classes. So you have Assassin, Berserker, Commando, Gunzerker, Hunter, Mechnomancer, Psycho, Siren, Lightwalk, and Siren Phaselock. So it's two different types of sirens. Now your attributes are that's your class, and then you have your archetypes. So you pick an archetype first, and then you pick a class. So you can mix and match. You got a lot of choices here. You're going to be able to make the character you want. So you have an enforcer, an elemental, a deadeye, and a guardian. Guardians are basically clerics. They even make a pun in here about they're no namby-pamby, clerics. But the guardian does heal other players as well as heal himself. The deadeye is your sniper. Your elementalist is basically your mages, your phase lock or your phase light, phase walk. And then the enforcer is the brick. Literally, it's brick from Borderlands. You're going to punch things and shoot them and hit them really hard. So Krieg, if you want to play a psycho, you're going to play an enforcer. So, and then your attributes. You only have 4 attributes. You have accuracy, damage, speed, and mastery. I know those are very important. You're going to when you pick your archetype and your class, they're going to give you some numbers, as you can see here. You're going to put those and fill them in all on the character sheet under those 4. So you're going to be able to build the character you want kind of in the way you want. So a lot of flexibility, all kinds of cool stuff. I still don't know what the very big die is for, but I just wanted to kind of go through the book. Every class, there's a couple of backgrounds. They recommend you roll randomly, and of course, Tiny Tina has to put her flair on it and her comments in there, and it's really cute. But it's a D100 roll. And you can pick your background, which will give you some bonuses and maybe even some detriments, all, role-playing flavor. And then it shows you how to build your character. What I thought was really, you can see where I've been reading, there's my bookmark, shameless plug to Weird Frontiers, awesome game, get it if you don't have it. So here's the classes, here's the assassin. It tells you what you get for an assassin and stat adjustments and everything that you're going to make. And then your abilities and feats. So I guess it is similar in D&D in that aspect. Here's the Berserker, and it goes through all the classes. There's your Mechnomancer. Here's your Sirens. The weapons. So I don't want to spend too much time on the book. But there's a lot of cool stuff in here. Everything you need to make a character, to advance your character beyond level 1, and also a starting adventure. So you're going to be able to open this up, even if you buy just this book. I think it's the same book, like I said, but you're going to have a starting adventure right in the book. They also give you a very comprehensive idea of how to create ventures and putting them in the theme of Borderlands. So it's a stunning book. The art is amazing. I didn't really see any art that was clipped out of the game. I know they have Gearbox's permission, but I didn't see any art that was used in the game. And I have every iteration of Borderlands. I think the art that they did use is the guns. And yes, just like in the video game, there are random guns. There's charts in here for you to make very specific guns. Every class starts with their favorite weapons. They get two. And it's usually a pistol and a shotgun, or a pistol and a rifle, or a pistol and a sniper rifle, or a pistol and a hand weapon. But here's just an image of the weapon cards. And like I said, I got to get used to having the camera, but you can see, and these cards are in the box, and we'll get to them. So, and the grayed out areas that you see right here is technically what they want you to do is they want you to write your stats in there. So whatever bonus you get, you'll write it in there, and you go from there. But of course, I'm not going to be writing in my cards. That's not going to happen. There is, so when you get past the core book, they tell you to head to nerdvanagames.com and download blank character sheets and everything, and blank weapon cards. So it's really nice. And the dungeon master is not called a dungeon master. He's called a bunker master. So you're a BM. You can make your own lewd jokes that you need to. They also give you, and it is perforated, you can punch it out. They give you your own double-sided blank weapon card. So if you want to start your players out a little bit better, because you get crappy weapons, the generic weapons, and they have cards for them, and so you can roll for custom weapons unless you want to choose what's in there. But there's a chart, and it's even, I believe it's on the GM screen, but we'll double check. Excuse me, we'll double check. But here's the thing: you can make your own weapons for the game, so that's super cool. And they give you a blank BM notes. I think they give you, and then this is a blank character sheet. So you can look at that. You can pause it and look at that at your own leisure. That's the front, and then the back is kind of open, so you can put your own notes in there. So pretty cool. And then there's a BM notes sheet for all your bad guys and everything, any gear or weapons that you want your players to have. So that's super cool. That's nice that that's in there. And then you get a whole bunch of basically character sheets. So there's a whole bunch of pre-gens. There is one of these class sheets, and I recommend you photocopy these or download them from Nerdvana, which I haven't done yet, so I need to do that. But and there's also pre-generated characters. So, that's what these all are. I separated them out. So you have, let me get this straight here. I apologize. Okay, so these are the character sheets. We'll take these off. These are the character sheets, and you can pause that, and you can look at it. It's not a D&D character sheet. It's not even remotely close. I mean, there's a level. There's your health points. There's your shields. That's the other cool thing about this. It's Borderlands. You get shields. Your starting shield takes, I believe it's 10. It has basically 10 hit points. Your shield has a value of 10. When you take damage and that's reduced, your shield pops. And then, of course, as in Borderlands, you can have effects that trigger off of that, like a Nova Blast, an Electrical Blast, or whatever. And then what's neat about this is if you go a whole round of combat without taking any damage, your shield resets. So it's pretty cool. Now, but if you take any kind of damage in that round before your turn comes back around, your shield stays, all the damage comes off your hit points. So it's pretty slick how they do that. It also shows you your weapons, your favorite weapons. So this is the Enforcer. This guy's name, he has the dynamite background. They left the names blank, so you can choose your name. It tells you your action skill, and then it tells you your favorite weapon. In this case, he's a rocket launcher. So if you get a rocket launcher, you give it to this guy, he's going to be better at firing it. He's going to have a better chance to hit. So it's really cool. Melee, this, because he's a berserker, he's a 1d10 plus 3. So that's what he gets. So he's doing a minimum of 4 points of damage every turn if he's in melee. There's Iron Fist is one of his abilities. This is a pre-done character sheet. You would have to fill in all of this information on your own. So there's Enforcer, there's Deadeye. This is basically your sniper. You can see his favorite weapon is the sniper. He has all of his, these are the skills. Very limited in its skills. It's not going to be a hard game to pick up. So again, your main attributes: accuracy, damage, speed, and mastery. And those are going to be cobbled together from your archetype and your class. And then you're going to get 3 extra points to put wherever you want within these 4 abilities. You can put them all into one. You can put 1 in each, 2, you can divvy it up how you want, but you are allowed to put it all into one if you want, which I thought was kind of cool. And then you got 6 skills. You got interact, talk, insight, sneak, search, and traverse. And that covers anything that falls in there. So if you're trying to pick a lock, that is sneak. If you're trying to sneak by somebody, that is sneak. If you're trying to persuade the vendor to give you something better, that's talk. If you're trying to manipulate something, if you're trying to open a door, not pick it, if you're trying to open a door, if you're trying to turn on a device, that is interact. It's real simple. Anytime you're physically doing something that doesn't fall under thievery or sneak, you're going to use interact. If you're trying to do anything sneaky, pick locks, anything like that, it's sneak. Very cut and dry, very simple. Your badass rank is basically like a hero point. It allows you to reroll dice, gives you certain abilities. So there's a whole. This is all pre-gen. So we've got, I think there's close to 15 or 20 in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, there's 10. There's 10 pre-gens. So you want to jump in and start playing right away, you can. So with each of those, and this is where I recommend you either photocopy this or you print them out. For all of the character archetypes, you have a skill tree. So you're gonna use the skill tree to obviously pick out what all your skills are. Iron Fist, hardened, safeguard, endowed, and you get points in those and stuff like that. So it's pretty neat, and then it's even got the icon from Borderlands 2, which I thought was pretty cool. So and then the sniper, you can see, there's the soldier's ability. So and I believe like Axton, if you were to choose the Axton type character, you will get turrets that you can pop out and start shooting for you. So super dope, super cool. I recommend you like I said, go to Nerdvana, download all of these sheets, and then you can print them out and have as many as you need for when you're ready. I'm just trying to keep everything together. So then next we have the GM screen. I'm telling you, I was afraid it was going to be flimsy and not very high quality, but Nerdvana did a bang-up job. This thing is a 4-panel landscaped GM screen, so it doesn't sit too high, and you can see I can't even get it in the full screen. So there's the main screen, and the art is fantastic. It's all non-proprietary art. It's all their own art. And then the actual GM screen itself is just chock full of useful information. Here's all the different weapons and some of their abilities they get. You got Alias, Skulldugger, Dahlia, Black and Weeder, Black Powder, Stroke, Theodore, Hyperius, and Malefactor, and of course Torg. And then you got grenade. Oh, your player starts with no grenades at level 1, but you can get grenades. And so, and it gives. I mean, it's very well laid out, detailed GM screen. It's very nice. It's going to hold up to some abuse. You can see it's always brings snacks. ABS. You got to remember ABS. And so Tiny Tina. It's dope. It's badass. And then underneath that, there's some more sheets. I don't even remember what these are. The more BM notes, a blank sheet, a bunch of, and then blank character sheets is all it is. So you get that in there. And then you get a 2x2 dry erase mat, which I thought was really nice that they included this in here. I thought it was very cool. So it's double-sided. It's got somewhat of an urban scene on one side, and then on the other side it's just kind of square blank. And they gave you a nice little border to you can put your miniatures on the side. You could make notes. You can put your initiative tracker there, and it folds up. Pretty spanky neat. Standees for the bad guys. You've got the actual miniatures for your characters in there. It also comes with a dry erase marker, wet erase marker, so which I thought was nice. And then the cards. These are all the weapon cards. And like I said, there's the blank cards. So you can see that. There's a blank card for you to use. Did I get it right, or should I go? Yeah, it should go that way. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you got your art there. And then, of course, here's a sniper. This is the metallic volcano. And I believe these are all weapons that are named. Well, that would be upside down. I got to remember. That's going to confuse me. That's metallic volcano. So you can get that in the actual Borderlands game. So you got sniper rifles, you got pistols, and I think you start with it even labels it here, which I thought was funny. Yes. You got Captain's Own shotgun. Wait, is that a shotgun? Oh, it's a combat rifle, Skulldugger. It's made by Skulldugger. So, and again, the gray areas there are where you would put your attributes and your stats. So we got SMGs. Oh, here's Moxie's crit. So you can see that. That's pretty dope. So you can see that. You got all kinds of guns in here. I mean, here's some of the guns. It's not very many. They may not be in order. Yeah, they're not in order. So, here's the Colonel. I'm just trying to see if there's any Mind Flayer, Painful Cantrip, Bane of Metals. Ooh, the Gunslinger's BFF. Yes. So that's kind of a badass. And then the border, as you can see, it's kind of a pinkish red border. That denotes the rarity of the weapon. So, like, here's a green one. The Long Rest has a green border going around it. I gotta remember how to do this here. So you can see there's a green border. That tells you it's a common weapon. Let's see if there's. I don't think there's any legendaries in here. I'm trying to see here. Blastomatic. Actually, that might be a legendary right there. And you can see it's kind of, and they're kind of highlighted in the. You can see it's not a full silhouette. It's like so that might be the legendary weapons. Yeah. So that's the weapons. So that's everything you get in the box set, guys. It is a full role-playing game. You don't need to buy anything else. In the tray here is room for the miniatures once you break them out of the box, and the dice and everything should fit in here, and the tokens. When you pop the tokens out, they would all fit in here. So you could literally take this out and keep it next to you on the GM table, and you would be good to go. But, that fits in there nice. I forgot to put these in. And everything fits back in here nice and neat. So you got nothing to worry about. You're gonna be ready for game night when it comes, because all your stuff is here and good to go. I was going to run this tomorrow night, but unfortunately we just have too many players out. We've got 3 players that aren't going to be able to make it for various reasons, all legit. None of them are being slackers. They've got stuff going on. I'm going to leave the core book out because I'm still reading it and thoroughly enjoying it, I might add. But I will put the paper tokens back in here. I haven't even opened these yet. I can't wait to open these up. And then let's set this off to the side. And a quick break. I did get word back from Helmgast. They're sending me the core rulebook as a hard copy. They just forgot it. So it was a little mix-up on their part. They apologized profusely. I talked to Gabriel, and he, in the meantime, sent me the PDF. So I've been perusing the PDF, and oh my God, is it gorgeous. So that review is going to be coming in about 2 weeks. I need some time there's a lot of books there to digest. So I've got, and then I think what I might do is do a little contest for somebody to, if they don't have like the Game Master's Guide, because they sent me 2 copies of the Game Master. They sent me a collector's edition, which I'm going to keep for myself, of course, and then they sent me the regular retail mark. And So, but that'll be a drawing or something, maybe for my Patreons. So if you want to get in on that, join my Patreon. So this is the big boy die. And at first I thought this was just a big ass D20, but it's not. This is a special die. It's the GM's die. I don't know exactly what it does. I know it has some special abilities, but it has multiple, Vault Hunter symbols on it, as you can probably see there. Oh, let me get it in the frame. And then it's got these icons like a bomb. So I don't know what that is, but hey, I just rolled a critical success. I rolled another one, and then I rolled a 7. So I'm not sure what this die is for. And then it comes with a full set of polyhedrals, which you can see. So we've got our percentiles. We've got a D4, a D6, the D10, D8, D12, and a D20. Now the D20 does have on the one symbol, it has the bomb, and on the D20 symbol, it has the Vault Hunter symbol. So you can see there's the Vault Hunter symbol, and there's the 1. But it is a legit D20. I rolled a crit 1. Oh, I feel bad for me. But the dice are nice. It's purple, my favorite color. So that works out really well. So that's the dice. Get a full set of polyhedrals, and then this big boy. And again, I haven't gotten through the rulebook completely to see what this die does, but I'm very impressed. Now for the miniatures, here's what was his name? The Gunzerker, Salvador. There's the miniatures. So I want to be able to show you these, but they're pretty solid. I don't know if I'll get it to. Hopefully you can see that quality. I can't see over my own hand. No, I can't get it to focus. But anyway, you get, as you can see, there's a shit ton of miniatures, a couple of different choices. I'll turn around so you can see it that way. You can pause the video and take a better look at it. But there's obviously a Krieg type, your guy with the big bazooka. You've got your Zero, with his he's got a SMG and a sword. You got another, you got all your characters basically that you would want. So yeah, stupid happy with it. I'm so glad that I have this in my collection. I can't even begin to tell you how stoked I am. Can't wait to play. We were going to play it tomorrow night, but unfortunately, too many people bowed out. I just had another person say he couldn't make it tonight. So, it is what it is. We will do what we can do. But I hope I'll move this out like that so you don't have to see my big fat belly. I hope that gives you an idea of what's in it and you're interested in it, and hopefully you'll pick it up. I think it's phenomenal. It was, I think, $130, but you get a lot of stuff for that $130. So I think it's reasonably priced. And the shipping was super fast. I ordered it middle of last week, and I got it on Monday. I think I ordered it Monday or Tuesday night, and I got it Monday. So a week, 6 days. So pretty badass. So again, Bunkers and Badasses, phenomenal. I highly recommend it. Beautiful book. The book is just gorgeous. I can't say enough about it. It does leave a little bit of fingerprints in the back because it's kind of that soft leather, but it'll clean up. And I expect this book to get a lot of use. You do not get the PDFs. I don't even know if they have PDFs for it, but it does have. It's the full book. You don't need to buy anything else, which is nice. I like it when game books do that, and you don't have to spend a ton of money to get everything you need or want. It's just right in there. So I'm definitely totally happy with this. Like I said, the art is phenomenal, and I know they got permission to use some of the art because of the guns on the cards and stuff, and then the NPC tokens and the miniatures. But amazingly enough, I didn't see a lot of Borderlands art, Gearbox art inside the book. It's all their interpretation done by their artist. So I like that. I don't want to buy a book with recycle art in it. Sometimes it's okay depending on the genre, but Borderlands had so many things in it. So it was nice to see, and I don't know if that was Nirvana just talked to Gearbox and said, hey, Can we do our own art and maybe keep that, maybe the licensing costs, keep that? I don't know, but I would like, if anybody knows anybody at Nerdvana, and they want to come on the show and do an interview and talk about this, I would love to have them on the show. I think this is a great product. If you're a Borderlands fan, and I'm a huge Borderlands fan, this is well worth it. You're going to be very happy. To me, I kind of read a little bit of the starting adventure, and it really sets the tone. You feel like you're in a Borderlands game. So this is my kind of game. It's chaotic, it's crazy, it's off the wall, and that's what I like. And so I'm really looking forward. And like I said, with the rules to make your own guns, there's a random chart you roll on. You can come up with all combination of guns. You're going to have hours of fun just making guns. And then if you've got a color printer and you can print on some heavy stock paper, you can make your own little cards, and boom, you're good to go. So super cool, super worth it. I'm very happy to have it. I love that cover. It is phenomenal. A little bit of housekeeping. That's the end of the kind of the unboxing and mini review. It's a buy, guys. Go out and buy it. Even if you only just buy the core book, buy it. It's totally worth it. It is beautiful. It's really well done. I'm looking forward to getting this to the game table and running. I'm super excited. I'm getting very tired because I've had a very long day today. It is currently 9:30 and I am fading fast. So we'll get some housekeeping out of the way. As always, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Let's grow the Meanie Army. If you're a fan of Patreon and you like to support, content through Patreon, I would love to have you support me. That gets you special access to the Discord, gets you first crack at giveaways that I do. Also gives you first shot at any games I run online. I haven't been running many games online because I'm in physical therapy for 3 days a week, so I'm just exhausted because they're kicking my ass in therapy. My lower back is all jacked up. I have really bad arthritis. I can't keep doing the work I do forever. So this is my retirement plan. So help support me. I'd appreciate it. It'll keep me making great content for you guys and keep reviewing games and stuff like that. So hit me up on Patreon. Hit me up on Discord. All the information will be down in the doobly-doo. Don't forget my affiliates link for Drive-Thru RPG. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it does help support the channel. I get a little kickback from Drive-Thru. So if you do buy something because you watched it here, go on the Drive-Thru RPG and tell them Mr. Mean sent you, because it means a lot. And it means a lot to the creators. And when people say they bought it because they saw my review or whatever, that lets the creator know that, hey, I sent this guy some free product and he put it to work, and people are seeing it. So it means it really helps the channel. The other thing is I'm over 1,000 subscribers. That's thanks to you guys. But I don't have enough hours watched. YouTube requires a certain amount of hours as well as 1,000. Basically, it's whatever they can do to keep from paying you money. But you got to play the game. You got to feed the algorithm. So if you have a spare computer or an iPad or something, you're on your home Wi-Fi, you don't pay for data, just put my videos on in the background, mute them, and just let them run. It would be great. That really helps out the channel because it gives me those hours I need. You just go to my playlist and let it run. I got 400 and something videos up. So there's a ton of content up there. But anyway, I've rambled on enough. I'm really getting tired, and I'm going to go to bed. But I want to thank you guys for sitting along with me and watching this. As always, as I say, there's no me without you. You guys make this all possible, and I appreciate all the support and the kind comments. Please post comments down in the notes. I do read them all, and I appreciate it when you do that. And it's just another great way to interact with you guys. And of course, hit that like button. And then, of course, if you're not subscribed, please do. It really helps the channel. And then, like I said, hit me up on Discord. There's a permanent link down in the Discord to join my Discord, and we are very active on there. We talk about all types of role-playing games. If you're a publisher and game designer, I have a publishing channel where you can go and advertise and put up your promotions for your game and give discounts and things like that to drive people to your drive-through or your Kickstarter, whatever you're doing. So what friend of the channel, Pender, is on there, and he's got an upcoming diceless RPG that he created himself. It looks amazing, and it's getting ready to go to Kickstart. There's a link on the Discord, so go check it out and help support an indie publisher, man. That's what this channel is all about. So I've never heard of Nerdvana Games, but I hope they keep doing cool shit like this, because I hope they come out with a supplement for this. I will buy it. So guys, that's it for tonight. peace and hair grease as always. There's not going to be any fade in or fade out. I reset my OBS, and so, but I got my multicam working, so it's awesome. So you guys, thank you so much as always. Peace and hair grease, and remember, as always, Mr. Mean says be nice.